We are on Vine Street in Muncie. We've been here all morning and now throughout the afternoon, and it has been raining all throughout that time. Still a heavy rain falling in Muncie, and you can see how much this street has flooded. Again, this is Vine Street, 17th and Vine Street, and in this area, about a 5x5 block area, the Muncie Fire Department has been evacuating folks from their homes, because you can see just how far the water has risen up on some of these homes. Some of these people are being rescued from their homes with a foot of water inside their homes. The street, if Chris can show you down this street, about halfway down the flooding before you see the other fire truck on the other end of the flooded area, there's a car there, and you can only see now the top of that car. Shows you just how deep the water is here. And this is the flooding that we're seeing in this area in about a 5x5 block area. They've been using this inflatable boat to rescue folks, bring them out. We've seen lots of people who've been brought out with their pets. Lots of pets have been rescued, and those folks are being taken to a temporary shelter. And we're going to find out more information about what's going on in Muncie right now as I walk over here to what's become the mobile command center. This business owner here was gracious enough to let the fire department use this garage to stay dry and to bring people after they've been evacuated from their homes. They've got the mobile communications set up here. Where'd Paul go? Here comes Paul. Paul Sykes with the Muncie Fire Department has been gracious enough to keep us updated throughout the morning and afternoon now. Where do we stand now? And you told me just a moment ago, we've got a concern in another area of Muncie, right?
That is correct. They told us that the White River looks like it's getting close to overflowing some of the levees in some of the parts of town over by at the end of 12th Street area. So that is a concern right now, especially with radar indicating there may be some more rain headed to our area.
So are you asking people in those areas to go ahead and leave now, or what's the advice?
I think a voluntary evacuation order has been put in place. We can't force them yet, but we highly recommend that they do, because our resources are stretched thin. We have other departments, Yorktown Volunteer Fire Company, they're bringing in a boat to help us. I believe it's East Madison is bringing in some companies to help us. So we've reached out to volunteers and other paid departments to come and help us in our time of need.
Now we're here on Vine Street. Have you pretty much cleared out this area, or how would you define the status of evacuations here?
Everybody who wanted to get out in this area right now have been evacuated. There are still people who are refusing to leave their house. So we are still going to keep this command center open to help with all the areas in Muncie. And if those people need to evacuate, they want to evacuate, they just need to call 911 and we'll respond.
And that's the message to citizens, as it's hard to navigate anywhere in Muncie right now.
That is correct. We've had a lot of rain over the last few hours, and so there's a lot of streets that are flooded. We're getting calls for other areas of the city. I can tell you on Madison, the underpass is flooded. You can't get through underneath the underpass right now. So there's a lot of places, especially in the south side of Muncie, that are flooded, and it will continue because more rain's on the way.
Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate your time again. So again, the message is, if you're in a dry spot, stay there. And don't go out if you don't need to, because it's hard to get around this area. And if you are in a flooded area and you need help, or you are afraid that you might be flooded soon, now may be the time to get out of there. And if you need help, 911 is available to help continue to evacuate people from these flooded areas.
All right, hey, Rich, quick question for you. We're concerned about everybody's safety in Muncie, but we're also concerned about you. Can you talk a little bit about where did you and photographer Chris Webb park, and do you need to get out of there at some point?
I'm sorry?
They're asking you a question.
Okay. I'm sorry, I've lost communication, so if you want to relay a question to me, hey, it's live TV. I'll have Chris tell me what you're asking.
Where did we park, and are we in trouble?
One more time.
Where did we park, and are we in trouble?
No, we're in good shape. So we're parked where the fire engines and the fire rescue and all of the first responders are parked. So we're good. We're on high ground, but as you can see, that high ground is being invaded. Just to kind of give you some perspective, when we got here this morning, the water was way beyond where the boat is where the water stopped. And now it's come right up to, you can see the building that we're in, the water has come right up to our building. Fortunately, this building is built up a bit, but you can see the water is, I don't know, 6 inches at least maybe there. I mean, I've got on my waders, I can show you. Yeah, I mean, it's a good 6 inches to a foot right there. So, still raining too, obviously, and we know that more's coming.
All right, Rich, thanks. You guys stay safe. And Rob and Sean, we can hear the downpour downtown Indy outside of our studios right now as well.